What is going down, viewers and listeners, if you're catching this on our podcast? This is Sean Casilli, Bay Real Experts, Coldwell Banker Realty in Panama City Beach, Florida. Want to give you guys an update from the National Association of Realtors, otherwise known as NAR. But first, I just want to give a little update on COVID-19 stats. So far, there's been 22,000 casualties. And there's now a federal disaster declaration in all 50 states for the first time simultaneously, all 50 states. So back to the NAR update that I wanted to give you. They actually did a survey from Realtors about what their thoughts are on how the market is going to react to this long term. Now, I will say, take this with a grain of salt because nobody really knows what the future will hold in regards to the market. This is just to kind of gauge what realtors are feeling. And I will tell you right now, I disagree with the results of this survey. But again, it's their opinion versus my opinion. So, not saying either one of them are correct, but we'll just have to wait and see. But here's the thoughts. 57%, which is just about over half. So I guess it would have fallen into the other group of people that didn't agree with this. But 57% of realtors are expecting a bounce back, and that buyers have not exited the market, the real estate market, permanently or long term. They're just taking a break from home shopping. Well, I'm going to be on the other side of that because how can you possibly be in the real estate market if you don't have a job? So there are a lot of people that are already financially stable without the need for monthly income. They're not living paycheck to paycheck. They have funds on hand to buy property, to invest in property. And for those folks, yeah, I understand. Maybe they're taking a break because they want to see if the market crashes and they can sweep in on some good deals as an investor. Because if this thing drags out, we're going to be looking at a lot of foreclosures and people can't qualify to buy another house. So what do? They're going to have to rent. So from the perspective of maybe investors just taking a break, I can appreciate that. But the people that are trying to buy and sell a primary residence, there's already been so many people that are out of a job now that I just don't see that as feasible because their credit is going to take a hit, and it may take some time. If they switch professions, they're going to have 2 years of work history to be able to qualify for purchasing another home, in addition to repairing their credit. Now, there is the issue of the forbearance. If you haven't done all of your research on what your lender is actually expecting you to do once that forbearance period is up, you may be in a lot of trouble at the end of that forbearance period because they may give you a break on the payments, but all of the payments plus the current month will be due at the end of the forbearance. So if you don't have a job and that's why you can't make the house payment, how are you possibly going to make it at the end of 3 months plus the current month if you don't have any savings? So be very careful about taking a forbearance. Ask your lender for all of the fine print. But back to the survey, they're thinking that there's going to be a slight decline in property values. But again, that's only 57% of realtors. You heard my opinion. I'm on the other side of it where it's kind of hard to buy a house without a job and with your credit taking a hit. So let's hope that this doesn't drag out any longer, and if it ends sooner rather than later, yeah, the market might bounce back. But it's going to be a struggle for those that have already lost employment. Anyways, you guys, stay healthy, stay safe. Ask your lender for all the details on a forbearance if you're considering that. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.